now at 10:15, a shifting guidance from the CDC. Multiple reports say those COVID isolation guidelines are about to change.
Meaning people who get sick will be able to return to school or work much faster. Boston 25 News reporter Lisa Pappas, you asked a doctor at Mass General about this.
Yeah, you know, these guidelines for COVID-19 haven't changed since 2021. It's been a couple years. So some doctors agree it's time for an update.
I trust the CDC, and I know that they're using the best data to make this decision.
Dr. Ruann Barnabas is the chief of the Infectious Disease Division at MGH. She says the CDC is working on new guidance, which will likely come out this spring, that could say people will no longer need to isolate for 5 days after testing positive for COVID-19.
What does this mean for schools or offices? You know, do students or employees go right back to school or to work right after they test positive? And is there a concern for that, or it's fine if they're feeling okay?
So this aligns with other guidance for flu and for RSV. So as long as you're fever-free for 24 hours without medication and symptom-free over that time period, then it should be safe.
Dr. Barnabas says immunity to COVID has changed with more vaccinations and infections, so the guidelines should change too.
There's also a cost to isolation, of course. You know, we've seen with absences from schools that test scores have decreased, and we know that not only education and the outcomes in terms of productivity and learning are important, but also our human connections are important and connections to each other.
But some health officials worry about eliminating that isolation period when COVID has been deadlier than viruses like the flu, and some suffer from long COVID symptoms. And Dr. Barnabas still recommends that people get the COVID vaccine. And again, these guidelines from the CDC have not officially changed yet, but we're expecting to see that update sometime in the next couple months. Live in Walpole, I'm Lisa Pappas for your local station, Boston 25 News.